Hey everyone, so I'm coming at you with a video that is long overdue, but I thought what more of a perfect month to film it in is the month of love. I don't even know if that's what it's called, but like Valentine's Day month. I'm going to tell you guys my engagement story, finally. I told you guys I was going to tell it to you a little while ago, but I just have not gotten around to the time to doing it because I've just been so crazy busy. So stick around till the end of the video. I'll give an up-close shot of my ring, but yes, so I'm so excited to tell you about my engagement. I've filmed a couple of videos with my fiance on here, well, before he was my fiance. I think I did a my boyfriend does my makeup tag and a video on long distance relationships. So if you guys would like to check that out, I'll link it down below. But yes, so we are finally engaged, and we got engaged in August, and I think I said that in one of my other videos, but I am going to tell you guys the full-on story and all the details and everything. So let's go. So rewind a little bit. Okay, for really quick, I'm going to give you some background on me and my fiance. So he is my first boyfriend. I am his first girlfriend. We met 5 years ago when he lived where I live. So are you following me? And so we both liked each other, but we didn't know. And then I found out that he was moving. His sister was in a small group at church with me, and we were close friends. So that's how I met him. But so him and his family moved to a different state, and that was just heartbreaking. Like, it was like, oh no, there's like no chance or whatever. But I strongly hinted to his sister that I was really interested in that. If he wanted to contact me, you know, go right ahead. So he did. Long story short, we talked for about 6 months, and then I went to visit him and he asked me to be his girlfriend. The rest is history. So we have been dating long distance for 4 years now, and finally we are engaged, and we're not together yet, but we're going to be getting married in July, so that is so exciting. Okay, so engagement story. So a couple years, or like a year and a half before the engagement, we talked with each other about kind of our expectations for engagement, like what our desires were of like how we would love it to happen and just stuff like that, just so we were kind of on the same page and he could have a little bit of an idea of what I would like. And one of the things that I strongly said that was like really important to me was that my family was there, not necessarily like at the engagement, like right when you went down on one knee, but that they were in the area so that afterwards we can celebrate all together and stuff. So he definitely heard that, and this past summer in August, my family went out to visit his family. So I was trying not to like get my hopes up, because it's like, okay, my family's going out like to visit his family, like this could so happen. Like, I was trying not to get my hopes up though, but it's hard because like in our relationship, when I've expressed things to him that like make me feel loved or whatever, he always like does that, and he always makes sure those things happen. And so the fact that I previously had expressed that I would love my family to be there present, I almost knew that he would make that happen, just because he's always, you know, done everything to make me feel super loved in the past. So I was trying not to get my hopes up, but there was in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, it could happen, but like prepare yourself if it doesn't, you know. So my family went out there and it was great, and I was just kind of, so we were all hanging out. We had our schedule booked. One of the clues that I was like, is this gonna happen? Because his family is very like, they plan things, like there's a calendar like of what we're doing and everything, like it's clear as crystal what's going on. And it wasn't. When I would talk with my family, like, okay, what's the schedule, and it was very vague what they said. Oh, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, but like there wasn't like a set schedule, and I was like, that's really weird, especially for his family. So that was like a sign. I was like, huh. And then also before the trip, me, my mom, and sister went to get our nails done together, and that like never happens. We like never do that. And so I was like, this is like really weird. We're going to get our nails done. And that was also one of the things that I had expressed, is wanting to like have my nails look nice when I get engaged. So it's like I'm showing off the ring and it's all nice. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you guys agree with me on that. But anyway, so yeah, so we did that, and I'm just like, oh, at this point I'm just wanting to be engaged so bad, so bad. And so we go, and it's going great. Everything is going great, and our schedule's booked solid. Like, we're going to visit different, like, what are they called, like visitor, like tourist attractions kind of a thing in the area, just so my family can like get around to know. I mean, we already have been like planning on being married, but you know, no engagement yet. So like kind of to see where like my future home's gonna be and stuff. So we're going, and I'm just thinking, because I remember Polly, my fiance, had expressed he really wanted it to be like intimate, just us two engagement. I mean, like we can celebrate with our family afterwards, but like in the moment to be like intimate and everything. So that's kind of what my mindset was. And so the fact that we were with our families all the time, you know, going places, and we were with them all the time, I was like, okay, well, it's never gonna happen, because we're never gonna have any like time, just the two of us, because this is like a family trip. And so that kind of threw me off, and I was like, okay, just like prepare yourself. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Just prepare yourself. And so then comes along the day, and we wake up, and other stuff was going on like in me and my fiance's world, and so he was kind of stressed over that, and so it kind of masked his stress for the engagement. So I thought he was stressed for a certain thing that was going on, but it really was not. And so he ended up getting sick that morning, poor guy. But we still were gonna do what we were gonna do. We were going up a mountain that day, and so we did that. We're driving up, and we stop at a reservoir lake area to use the restroom. And so we stopped, and as we're pulling in, it was kind of funny. There was like a bride and groom, and they had just been taking pictures. And so we're like, oh, bride and groom, how cute. So we park, and I like marched to the bathroom because I had to go really bad. So I went, and then my fiance was like, oh yeah, I want to look in the little store here for a second. I'm trying to find like a picture frame or something. So we were looking around, and then we're exiting, and I was going a certain way. I'm like, oh, let's go this way. We can like walk around or whatever. But he was like pulling me a different direction. It was really funny and strange how it felt, because he's not one to like drag me around, you know? So he was kind of like pulling me. And I'm like, okay, I guess we'll go this way. Or he's like, yeah, I think they went this way. They were like checking out like a little beach or something, because there was like a reservoir. So I go, and we're like walking, and like our family's kind of like doing their own thing. I mean, they're like going in that general direction, but like his mom and my mom were stopped. They were waiting for like my dad and his dad to like come from the bathroom or something before they started walking up the trail. So it was just him and I, and we like walked up the trail. And so he stopped. He's like, oh man, this is tiring or whatever. So he kind of stopped to like chill for a second. I'm like, okay. It was a pretty steep little trail. And so we kept walking, and I'm like so clueless right now. And so we kept walking, and he didn't seem like nervous or anything at all. And then all of a sudden there started to be like rose petals on the ground, and I'm like what? And this is like in the middle of the forest. So I'm like, huh? And then it starts to create like a path. There's like bouquets creating like a path. And I'm like, still not really registering. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then like we get going, and then there's like a canopy with like flowers, decorated heart, like heart made out of like rose petals on the ground and like candles everywhere. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this must have been for the bride and groom. Yeah. Because remember, we like arrived and the bride and groom were leaving, and I was like, oh my gosh, yay. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, wait, because like we kept walking on this path into this like area, and like, maybe we shouldn't be walking on here. Like, but he kept like not like firmly guiding me. And so he guided me down, and I'm like, okay, wait. Like, I think this is for me. And so we get into the center of the heart, and he stopped and he says my name. And like the second he said my name, I was like, okay, I know what's going on here. Ha. And then so he says my name, he turns me to the side, and I see his sister. She's sitting down. I seriously thought she was just sitting there like taking pictures of the view. But then I see her, and she slowly like starts to film. And so I'm like, oh my gosh. And so he says my name. He's like, Christy. He's like, we've been waiting so long to be married. I'm so excited to spend the rest of my life with you. So will you, Christina, Elisa, oh, I'm not gonna say my full name, but he says my full name, marry me. And then, of course, I'm like, yes, yes. And then I look around, and our family is like emerging from the bushes, like literally spread out throughout the forest, like hiding behind trees with their like cameras and everything. And everybody comes over, and it's just so excited for us. And there's tears shed and hugs, and we took lots of pictures together as a family. And it was so perfect. It was such a beautiful day. There was a beautiful view. And it was just so perfect, and the ring was just exactly everything I wanted, like perfect. He used his for the main diamond, he used his grandmother's diamond, so that was like super special. And one of my requests is that I really wanted it to be sparkly, the ring to be sparkly. And so he went above and beyond with that, and there's diamonds like all over the ring. There's like little ones all over the band. But yeah, so that was so magical, and time has just flown by. I've been, you know, wedding planning, and it's kind of like, it's crazy because it's like you don't really know when to like do certain things. Like so far I've only really done vendor stuff, like all the like details when it comes to like decorations and stuff. I feel like you do that like closer to the time. But yeah, time has just flown by. It's already been like August, September, October, November, December, January. It's over like 6 months already. So there's like, I think less than 6 months till we get married now. And I'm so ready to be living with him and not separated anymore, because if any of you guys know, long distance relationships, they are very hard and take a lot of work. So yeah, really excited to finally be married to my first love, and my first and only love. So that's really exciting. And I've been doing wedding makeup experiments. I don't know if you guys have seen them, but I'm trying to figure out what I want to do on my big day for my makeup. So you guys should check those out too. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe. And I did not forget, I'm going to show you my ring. But I'm so excited. So I'm going to get up close and show it to you. Okay. Okay, so this is my ring. It has the big diamond in the middle that is grandmother's, and then the 2 diamonds on the side. And then there's 6 diamonds on each side, like 6 little ones. And then the side there, I think, yeah, there's 1 little diamond on the side with the detail. And it's just so beautiful. It's perfect. And it definitely sparkles, especially in that restaurant lighting though. You're like on a date or whatever, and you're just like, It's fun. I don't know, it's really fun. And my alarm is going off because my sister's getting home from work soon. But really quick, I mentioned it briefly, but I actually purchased my dress, my wedding dress, online from China, and it came out beautifully. I mean, like, if you're a perfectionist, there were like a few tags hanging out, but like, okay, but literally it's so beautiful, and I cannot wait to show you guys. I've been waiting because like I have to wait till my wedding, so I'm pretty much waiting like an entire year to show you guys, but because I want to wait so my husband can see it before all you guys, obviously. But yeah, once I have my wedding, I'll do like a wedding dress review and show you guys the wedding dress. But yes, so thank you guys so much for watching my engagement story, and if you enjoyed this and you would love to see more videos from me, please subscribe to my channel. That would be awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching my engagement story, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. So have a great day. That sounded really weird. Thank you for watching again.